Happy Friday. Happy Good Friday. And hopefully it's going to be a good Friday. I'm just waiting on order, so then we can get going. I know I look like a hot mess at the moment. It's been non-stop all day with a mega sale that we've got on at the moment. So everyone's getting their bookings in. So just waiting. Hi, Albert. Hope you're well. Happy Good Friday. Hi, Liz. Thanks for joining. I did send him an invite, I hope. Let me just do that again. I'm not too sure. I sent him a message and I haven't had a reply unless he's got no internet. So. Hi, Levi. Not sure if he's going to be on or not, so he's probably got no reception. Poor bugger. Hi, Scott. Thank you for joining. It's probably going to be a short live stream anyway, because I am really, really exhausted. Since this morning, I have had back-to-back readings. Yesterday, it was just ridiculous from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. solid with bookings. So I couldn't even stop for dinner. It was really crazy because we're actually having a sale on at the moment, which is $55 off all 1 hour readings. So depending on what they choose, then they get $55 automatically off. So I think it's a good deal. Obviously, other people think it's a good deal too, especially around this time of the year. To be honest, usually I find Easter to be quiet because, you know, with everyone going away, school holidays and everything. And then I've got another live stream tomorrow night. Oh, gosh. That's with the group. So, yeah. So how's everybody been anyway? Have you had a nice Good Friday? I don't normally drink on, and it's only Diet Coke. Yes, you can ask a quick question. What's your question? Lucky you. Hello, unpronounceable names. What's your question, Levi? Or are you still typing? I know, I'm pushy. Pushy, pushy. And you know, at this is my day, 8 o'clock in the morning, I was out mowing and it almost killed me. But mind you, it was lovely and cool at that time. It was just that because with being busy, I don't get much time now to actually be out there doing any gardening, doing any weeding or anything like that. So, I mean, I have to be up really early anyway to do my pre-reads for the day. And I thought, no, bugger it, I'm going to go and do the lawn. And the thing is, our yard is actually on levels, which means that we've got, when you walk out, you've got one part, and then you've got to take the mower downstairs. I don't know why they didn't just have a ramp there, but You got to go downstairs, and then you've got another level. And so there's like 3 levels of backyard. Oh my God, it's a nightmare. Also, let me see if order. You. No, he's not even answering me. Oh, I've got a lash. Sorry. Right. I'm new to communication, so I've not really got direct answers. Can it be because they fear me? I have 20 years of demonology and exercises of spirits. Well, I guess it all comes down to building up a respect. I mean, everybody, I believe, can make contact with the other side. You don't have to be a medium. This is the misconception. And with today's technology, you don't really need a medium. So we're pretty much obsolete, especially when it comes to spirit boxes and stuff like that. So, and I, for one, think, great, you know, if people are able to use a spirit box and they can get some validation and, you know, contact with their loved ones, just as a way of, you know, keeping contact, great. You know, I'm all for it. But if it's abused as well, then, you know, it can be something that isn't good for the person or the spirits they're contacting. Because remember, there are some spirits out there who can actually mimic people that you want to contact, especially if you know, I mean, as they say, I'm not too sure, but I guess in a way it may be true. If you've done demonology, you may understand that there are some negative entities that can read your mind. They know what you're thinking. They know what you're wanting to hear. So I just always say use anything with caution. That's why I will never let a spirit enter my body, so to speak. And I mean, they can't physically just get in there unless it's, you know, there's a welcoming part. But usually it is something that, you know, if there's, it could be that maybe what you have around you needs to be removed first, without knowing you personally and without being near you. It's very hard, you know, to say from where I'm sitting right now, oh yes, you've got negative things around you and that's why they're not going to talk to you. But don't forget, sometimes you've got to look past pareidolia. And obviously, if you are doing that, great, because you're not taking every single thing that comes through a spirit box, as an example, as valid, you know, contact, because it's not always valid contact. Just because words appear, you know, from a spirit box doesn't mean that is a response. It could be that until you actually play it back, they may voice hijack whatever is there. And then, you know, anything I can do. I was a Christian, maybe that's why. Well, I'm a Christian. You know, so what's wrong with being a Christian? You know, I am absolutely 100% faith in God all the way. But if you have done demonology and you have been around negative energies, it may be a possibility that they are with you. As far as anything you can do, well, basically, I would start making contact with my guide. You know, get in touch with your spirit guide. Ask them to help, you know, move away these energies. You know, say they are no longer welcome. Satan, get behind me. Jesus, you know, his blood is over me. That type of thing. It's not really, I don't believe in inviting negative to you anyway, because, and this is something I've never done, so I can't really say hand on heart, I can give you good advice on absolutely removing those that you have invited. So this is another thing. Unless someone has welcome spirit and negative spirits and they have been able to get rid of them by themselves, then great. But at the moment, I just feel I can't advise you on how to get rid of something you've invited. So I would probably start, blessing your home, do a very intense cleansing, and do a cleansing on yourself. Now, I know that there are some things that you can do, as far as removing negative vibrations from you. And this could be as simple as putting some peanut oil, a teaspoon of peanut oil, which is a grounding energy. Put that in running warm water for a bath. So as the bath water is running, put the teaspoon of peanut oil under the water so it actually disperses evenly. Now, it does raise the temperature of the water as well, so don't make it too hot. And make sure you've got like a non-slip mat or something in your bath, just in case there is something, like it causes slippery. Now, what you do is when you have a cleansing bath, once you've done that part with the oil, you pray over it. Just pray, in whatever you feel comfortable praying, whether it be the Lord's Prayer, whether it be, your own version of prayer to God, as long as it's positive. And you say, I bless this water. I bring angels down to put their hands upon this water to bring positive energy to remove and dispel all negativity. And then a little bit of salt. But I mean, salt is, I think it's for cosmetic purposes only, but some people add a bit of salt. You can do that, whatever is comfortable for you. Excuse me. And then you just go completely submerged under the water. So you hop in the bath, you lay completely under the water, hold your nose, dip under the water 3 times in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. And then you just, do that 3 times consecutively. Then after that, you just air dry. So stand in the bathroom until you're dry completely, because that way you're going to have the opportunity of not removing by, a towel or stuff like that, any type of positive energy that has been connected and, received from that. It's like pretty much, if you want to put it that way, it's like a baptism, but it's a baptism you do upon yourself. Oh God, I think okay. Might be just, hang on. I've always helped people from demons activity, and I'm definitely against demons. Just want to clarify that. Thank you so much, and everyone else. No problem. Well, try the bath, method. But I would be focused on, first of all, cleansing yourself, then go through the home, or you can do it vice versa. Cleanse your home in case there's anything negative. But when you do a house cleansing, a lot of people, and this is what I've noticed, they go through and they think it's just a matter of using a feather and a smudging stick and walking through each room and that's it. It's a lot more intense than that. Basically, it is a rite, like a prayer that is stated. And then on top of that, you've also got to make sure that every cupboard, everything that they could possibly hide in is open. Because remember, if you're walking through a house and you're doing a smudging, those spirits that are there, they're just going to laugh at you. They're like, all right, well, I'll just hide in the cupboard until he's gone, wait for a moment, and then I'll come out. Go around all the windowsills. This rubbish, to be honest, about, putting salt in the corners, that's garbage, because even spirits can cross the ocean. So, I mean, salt water is in the ocean, correct? So I don't believe in putting salt down. To me, it's just all right, they've used it in the past. It may be that, depending on the faith and using it like an amulet type of thing, that's why it works. But what's this? Actually, salt represents earth, water are the elements, start all life. Yes, true, but you've actually got to understand that it is actually a cosmetic tool. It's if you believe in, say I gave you, okay, say I gave you a pen, and I said, if you put a pen in every corner, the ink inside that pen is going to draw into it all the negative spirits. And then what you do is you take it into the yard and you bury it. Okay. It is a belief. It's something that if somebody tells you something, it can be a yes, I will. It can be a case of it is a belief in it. If you have a belief in the cross, it's enhancing its ability to work for you. Personally, I prefer an empty cross if there is going to be any type of, cross in the home, because an empty cross represents the risen Christ, not the, still being sacrificed kind of thing. And remember, one of the commandments, just on that note, is don't pray to graven images. So why are we, praying to crosses with figurines on it that is not God? So what's that? One more thing. How do I get hold of my spirit guide? And how do I know I have? Okay, well, I do actually have a video on my channel, and it is in communicating or contacting your spirit guide. Probably try that. You don't expect instant success. With anything, it takes time. You've got to be open to receive. Don't force the situation. Just go with it. Relax. And I mean, you'll know. Let me just say that. You'll know when you've got your guide with you, because it's not like, hang on, what's that? It's not like any type of other energy that you feel. It's a more soothing, comforting energy. I wouldn't say angelic, because angels give off a different energy altogether to that. But it is it's a peculiar feeling. At first, you might even get little aches and pains because of the fact that you're allowing them to come closer to you and into your life more, because they are such a high frequency. It can be, causing you toothache at times, things like that. This is pretty much how my guide Suella was with me. That's why for many, many years she stood back. She didn't come very close to me. She stood back and she would watch me. And then it was one day when I basically said hello to her, then she replied. And then, from there we've been pretty much a team, if you want to put it that way. Did you send me a pamphlet? I don't know. Did I send you a pamphlet? What kind of pamphlet? I don't send pamphlets. All right. Now, there was a request. And this was from Liz. Can we please say a prayer for Joe and Elle Mae? So if we can all just take a moment to pray for them, we'll do this now. So what's that? What's that? A Jesus to get to know. I don't follow you. Okay, so let's say a prayer for Joe and Elle Mae. Dear Lord, you see what's going on with Joe and Elle Mae. Their circumstances need your intervention right now in their lives. Please place your healing hands upon Joe and bring more healing towards her body where it's required, her mind where it's needed, her life where it's desired. Make everything right. Bring the angels down to watch over them, guide them, and make better choices for them. Surround their home with your healing angels, your protective beings, those beings of light. Have them shoulder to shoulder, surrounding their home now, surrounding them, being with them, protecting and guiding. Dear Lord, thank you for all that you do for us. Thank you for sacrificing yourself for our world and removing all our sins. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen. Okay, so pamphlet. Are you signed up to the website at all, Steve-O? Okay. You know, now it makes all sense to me. No, I wouldn't send you a pamphlet. Oh, that's disgusting, Steve-O. No, I wouldn't do anything like that. I'm surprised you'd even ask me something like that, especially if it's got a PO box like that. I'm going to see if I can play it to you. I'll see if I've got that recording. Because today I felt somebody around me. I'm not going to say that it is, but I'll play this because what came through was, how do you know? And this was as I was beginning to do a recording. I heard this voice, and it was a female. Let me just bring that up. I'm not saying this is. But there wasn't much after that. And it wasn't till after I did the reading, I thought, I'm going to play that back because I'm sure I heard a female as I was beginning the recording, introducing the date and the time. And then I heard this female and I paused, and I could, all I caught, because I heard mumbling, and all I caught there was, how do you know? So I don't know whether there was like talking that I didn't hear before because of the fact I was in hyper mode getting ready for my reading. All right, let me just, I'm trying to find it. Where is it? It must be in here. No, that's right. Who told you? Not how do you know? Something like who told you? So I'll see if I can play it. I might have to have it on loop because you're going to hear some like static noise, background noise. I don't know how the live stream works, whether it comes through the actual, let me see if I can switch the mic. Maybe that might. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to switch the mic so you might hear a little different. Now, I don't know what she sounds like because I've never physically spoken with her. All right. I'm probably going to have to, yeah, I'm going to have to upload that. It's impossible to make heads and tails out of just over a live stream. You're going to have to need headphones clearly, especially if I'm playing it back through this. But there was mumbling as I was saying the date and the time. I got this like, and then I heard that, I thought it was like, how do you know? But it was, who told you? And I didn't catch what was said before that. Oh boy. Okay, for some reason there's a time. Oh, okay. Someone's been put in timeout. Okay. Oh, poor little Elle Mae. And on Good Friday as well. Yeah, I'm going to have to, let me see if I can upload it now. So, I mean, this is the actual, I'll just go to the audio upload. You're going to have to wear headphones, believe me, because it is very, very, very faint. But it was, who told you? Not how do you know? Get it right, Karen. God. But that was a female. And she is basic. I tried to clean that up because, I mean, I should have just left it. But I tried to clean it up in my wisdom. But you can still hear her. She's got like a, I don't know what she may have sounded like. I'll put the link in anyway for those that want to go and take a look, because I've just put it up on there. Okay, so I'm posting the link. Okay, so that's an actual EVP. It's not spirit box. And what a horrible, horrible thing to know at this point. I'm wondering if that's why Riley's not even on. I'll just... hang on a minute. I actually, I don't know whether you saw my live stream that I did where I did a few quick readings and everything. I messaged Riley after that live stream because there were some things that I felt, but you know, you can't exactly say things on a live stream that are very sensitive. And I said to him, I hope, I'll read you what I wrote here. See if I've got it back here. I've always got two accounts showing up on here. Okay, it's the same one. That's so weird. I'm just going to be honest, I'm not surprised to hear about it, but okay. All right. Here's the message. This was back in March the 10th, I sent a message to Order saying, I don't know if you saw the live stream when I read for Elle Mae, but I had to be careful with what I said because I saw a death. I just pray it's not Joanne. He said, oh shoot, yeah, not good. She isn't healthy. When I picked up the sub, she wasn't in the best of health then. I wrote, the cards were the Empress, which refers to the maternal woman, the Death card, which relates to endings, and the Eight of Cups, meaning emptiness and sorrow. I had to grab another card just to reflect on something positive. I felt sick. I'll be glad if I'm wrong. However, on Joanne's, I saw a specialist doctor providing a vial of some sort. Hopefully, there is a new medication. Order wrote, hopefully A. I said, yeah. Because the male that showed up may be the father coming to take Elle Mae to live with them. If that happens, say a prayer, there's a recovery. Order wrote, as far as I'm aware, the father did a runner and hasn't been there at all. I can pray tonight anyhow. And then I basically said, I'll say a prayer for them too. This is what is the hardest thing when you have things that come through and you, especially on a live stream and under those circumstances, you don't want to give anything negative. And it's not something that, you know, I wanted to even suggest because, you know, sometimes even by saying it, it can make a person give up. It can make them give up hope. It can stop them from trying or resorting to the fact that's it. That's why I wanted to give something positive, and I feel bad. I really feel bad because I mean, it wasn't like I could just say, oh no, I'm not going to do any reading for you. I just thought a quick, simple reading offered. Oh God. So has anybody has anybody been around to be with Elle Mae at all? God, what a sad live stream. It's just you don't want these things to come and happen at all to anybody, especially people you know. Well, I'm going to change my prayer. I'm going to ask that the angels bring support to Elle Mae and they guide Jo over safely, and that nobody try to make contact to stop this progress to the new world for Jo. That nothing get in the way of her safe journey. As she reunites with all those on the other side that love her, who've been watching over her. So I pray that nobody with an ounce of dignity tries to call out to her or use a spirit box. Please don't do it. Let her cross over safely. Bring strength to Elle Mae. I just heard, my God, I love her. I don't know whether anybody heard that. I hope. No, no. This is so weird because did anyone, does anyone know, do you know what time this happened at all? Okay. Because she may already be over, because I just heard someone, as soon as I was saying that, I just heard I love her. So you're going to have to listen back to this live stream at this time. I'm not sure how long I've been on. How do you tell? How can you tell? So it'd be about 50, from about 50 minutes into the live stream. So see if you heard that, because it was over here on my left. But I don't want to think of her being around me. I wanted to think of her moving on to that other side. 7:50 a.m. or 7:50 p.m. Oh God. Well, I was actually going to do some quick reads tonight, but after hearing that, I really can't. Being somebody that I know, somebody that is a beautiful soul who was not deserving of anything like that. Even Elle Mae, I mean, God, my heart is just tearing apart. Guys, I'm going to go. I really can't complete this live stream. I hope you all have a nice Easter. Please remember in your prayers both Elle Mae and Joanne. But I'm going to have to go. God. Anyway, I'll see you next week.